Hello friends, this is Thaddeus from Going Nerdy, and I was going through Reddit the other day and I came across this post, and it makes a valid point, and I want to raise the question to you. So the post is, it says, increase arena payouts to coincide with fleet and mod energy being added to the game. What's interesting is we have had fleet added to the game, mod energy. In the last year, we've had a number of other great opportunities and other great things added to the game. Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes looks 100% different, maybe not 100%, but it looks very different from what it looked like at launch. And I'm very curious to know if and when they're going to increase farmability of crystals. Now, crystals aren't something that are easily obtained. You can get anywhere between like 160 crystals up to like, I don't know, something like 900 plus a day, depending on situations. Territory Battles gives out a few crystals. Crystals are one of those things that CG uses to kind of keep moving the needle along, keep getting people to pay for the game. Now, I do believe that this is a game. I hope this doesn't come as a shock. A capitalist, I think they should be allowed to do whatever they want. But they have to keep in mind that there's a number of players out there who just either won't or can't afford to invest. They've given us 6 months worth of marquee characters that are difficult to farm. Not to mention, 12 plus gear, not to mention a whole new set of farming with mods and mod advancements and salvage. I think new things are coming, quite possibly to advance that, to address this, but they haven't done anything yet, nor have they announced it. Are they working on it? Is it something that they should be working on? I fully believe yes. It is definitely something they should be looking into if they currently aren't. Now, I do know that that's a pretty robust team over there at Capital Games. I would be surprised if they weren't considering something like this, if they weren't looking into other ways for players to get crystals. I think with Fleet Arena, they could expand the highest levels out, or the crystal rewards out, to the top 100, the top 500. What makes me think they won't is how Ship Arena is perceived and how many people are actually playing it. If the top 50 in each shard are really the only ones that are doing it, are really spending a ton of time doing it, then maybe it's right where it needs to be. But I know that I go through and I get my ships, and I won't lie, I haven't spent as much time as I need to develop the ships that I've, since so much else has come into the game. So I'm not as angry for myself. It doesn't bother me as much that there's players above me. I usually rank the top 50 to 100, and I'm just far enough away to not get crystals. I would love crystals, but I'm not working towards that. Maybe you are a free-to-play player and you've busted your butt and you're like, no, I've worked super hard. I need to get my 400 crystals a day because I've put in the effort. And if you're not putting in the effort, I can see that point of view and it makes sense to me. And so I'm not saying this is something that needs to happen. I'm saying maybe it does. I'm curious to know what the data says, and I'd love for another Ask Me Anything in AMA from Capital Games that we could go out and say, hey, these are the things that I'm curious about. I would love that. And if you're listening, Capital Games, Salacious B. Crumb, Carrie, who's, I think, both wonderful. Salacious Crumb's puzzles on the forum are infuriating, but they're fun. They're fun. And Carrie seems like a really nice person. I have talked to her once. But I would love for an AMA. I think that'd be great, because these are kind of questions that I'm curious and I want to know. And I'm sure other players want to know. But what do you guys think? Is it time for them to up the crystal rewards? Is it time for them to give new stuff? Do you think new things are coming, new events, new game modes, new something, where players will be able to get more crystals? Do you think they should bring back the 21-day packs of crystals where you get 100 crystals for 21 days? The answer is yes. And if you don't remember it, you're not old enough to have played this in the beginning. That was phenomenal. Bring it back. They're not going to, but please bring it back. I would love that. It was so great. It was like $10, 21 days, 100 crystals. Like the most It was wonderful. Loved it. It was so cool. What do you guys think? Leave a comment in the section below. Like, subscribe, share. Check out the links in the section below. And as always, friends, stay nerdy.